everyone, and welcome to today's Wild Rift video. In today's video, we're checking out the newest champion release, Viktor, and a crazy interaction he has with two specific runes. These two runes are Shield Bash and Empowered Attack. With Viktor's first ability, he's able to use this on an enemy champion and gain a shield. This will proc Shield Bash, empowering his next auto attack. But his next auto attack is already going to be empowered thanks to his first ability, Siphon Power. So not only do you get the empowered auto attack on Siphon Power, you also get the empowered auto attack on Shield Bash, and also you have the rune Empowered Attack. So you have three separate runes that empowers your next auto attack after you use your first ability. This turns Viktor from a late game scaling machine to an early game bully. And I'm going to show you gameplay now of some of the games and why this combo is so incredibly powerful. Here we go, on to the gameplay. I have two gameplays to show you today of Viktor, which both of them really show the power of the early game. Even Riot says that Viktor is a late game champion you need to scale. Completely ignore that message. If you run the runes and everything that I mentioned before you got into this gameplay, then you're going to know that Viktor is an incredibly powerful early game champion. Now, because the early game is so strong because of Empowered Attack, Shield Bash plus your first ability, which as you can see, I'm going to start things off with that. You can see here, straight away, boom, electrocute. A quarter of Galio's HP's gone. Just like that. One little auto Q auto, just like that. But as you can see, I'm running electrocute because I can do the auto attack, first ability into auto attack. And look at this. I forced Galio's flash at level 1. What? I mean, you might be thinking it's a melee champion, it's Galio, like you can bully him anyway. Viktor is not supposed to do this amount of damage in the early game. Like, he's supposed to be like, okay, I just farm, I scale, I'm not going to have any kill pressure in the early game. But because of this rune setup and because of electrocute, you have this crazy early game damage. I'm still kind of figuring out how to use Viktor's third ability, to be fair. I mean, I actually hit it in that scenario. I'm still trying to get used to the new controls of how Viktor works. But look at this. The Galio is only, I think, level 2. And I'm like halfway to level 4 already. You can see the extra damage that I'm able to deal again. I have the loot kit, which is going to give me the extra auto attack damage. And, oh my god, I actually thought I got first blood there for a second. Oh, okay, land my E again. You can see, like, this is not normal. This is just not normal for Viktor. I mean, the crazy thing is you still have the late game scaling. You still have your like upgraded abilities. Like, imagine your first ability upgraded when you have Empowered Attack, Shield Bash, and your auto attacks on your first ability. You're going to be getting so much movement speed, so much extra damage. And then you also have, like, look at this. Flash. Oh my, I could have killed this guy twice in the end, but I'm just a pussy, I guess. Yeah, empowered auto attack with your first ability. Empowered ability as well, like when you upgrade the ability. So good. I actually do a really smart thing here, which I think a lot of people won't do. I actually go back to base here because I know the lane is pushing towards me. So instead of wasting all my mana, which to be fair, I didn't have a lot of it anyway, and because Viktor doesn't have the craziest of early game wave clear, I go back to base knowing the wave is going to push towards me. And as you can see, Galio is forced to roam top lane already and try and defend a tower dive. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, I'll just grab all these minions. I'll be a level or 2 ahead of Galio. I think Galio actually, unfortunately, gets a kill onto Karma here because they went for a tower dive in top lane. But Viktor has lost like 2 waves worth of minions and experience. And I think the levels now, I think I'm like maybe a level and a half ahead of him. Or maybe just a level ahead of him, to be fair, because I mean, in general, Wild Rift still gives so much base experience and base gold, and to be fair, he did get a tilt kill, so it is a bit annoying, but he definitely doesn't have as much gold as me because I'm able to deny him so many minions. You can see here, I'm just keeping the lane as it is. I'm keeping it on my side of the mid lane. I'm just going to keep using it for poke advantage. You can see here, every single time this Galio walks up to try and get a kill, I'm just poking him down. Again, more minions that he's going to be missing now because he's poked down to like half HP. Again, I probably could have played that better and I probably could have killed him, to be fair, if I dodged his third ability. And now I can just go back to base. I mean, I'm not too sure if you saw the gold difference there. Even I didn't see the gold difference, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably like 1,000 gold ahead. And that's even with Galio getting a kill. This is a problem. Okay, I used the flash Nice reaction time there to use the flash. So Lilia no flash, Galio no flash. So I'm using some of the spells. I'm forcing the enemy to use some of the spells in mid lane to try and put me behind. Hopefully I bring up the leaderboard here. Yeah, 2,500. Actually, I'm not that far ahead. I thought I'd be further ahead. I'm like 400 gold ahead. It's kind of annoying because kills in general just gives you so much gold. And even though I did like freeze the wave, I denied him 2 minions worth of waves, then he's still like not even that far behind. Wukong securing the kill there though is really good, making use of the Galio not having flash. Now, even though you do run empowered attack plus your first ability, level 1 plus shield bash, you still want to upgrade your third ability first and then your first ability, just because the third ability does still more damage than your first ability, and also you get the extra cost of your third ability, so you can clear waves much quicker. So overall, it's still better to go for your third ability upgrade. Like, look at my damage, man. Like, how is this balance? Like, Galio's going to like half HP every single time that he walks to lane. You can see here that I'm kind of like still trying out Viktor's third ability. I think there's a way that you don't need to manually aim Viktor's third ability every single time. Normally, one of the reasons why I manually aim Viktor's third ability is when the minions are walking in a line, I want the third ability to go across all of the minions. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the ability focuses towards you, like the ability goes towards you on the first minion, so you actually lose out on so much damage and so much wave clear. Whereas if you manually aim it, you can just third ability go upwards and then you know, clear the entire wave. And now my roam comes in, boom, electrocute, and that is a dead Jinx. And then you can see I'm trying to reposition my ultimate. I didn't get an assist on the second kill, but still really nice roam to get me a few more bit of extra gold in the top. That wasn't even English. A few bits of extra gold, I should say, in the top lane. Luna's Echo completed first item. I'm gonna go for pendant. What is it called again? Something pendant. I can't remember what it's called. Potence pendant or something like that. After Luna's Echo, I like to go for the pendant item because it gives you flat magic penetration in the early game, which is extremely powerful, especially against someone like Galio, who in general just has a lot of base magic resist just because of how the champion works. So it's really nice to get a little bit of flat magic penetration before you build your second item, because I normally like to go Lich Bane second item, because you can imagine, right? Lich Bane, empowered attack, shield bash, plus your empowered auto attack on your first ability. You can see here I got my upgrade on my first ability now as well, so I'm going to be able to get the extra movement speed. Unfortunately, the Galio roamed and also got some kills, so me and Galio roaming to get some kills, which is kind of annoying for me because I feel like this Galio just should not be this far you know, this far in front, to be fair, or like catching up on me in terms of experience and gold, because I've just been able to destroy him basically in the early game. Now I'm looking for a roam top lane. I have no idea why the enemy team are staying here. Like, this is such a bad decision for them to stay here. Jinx is gonna die. I try and catch the Morgana. I dodge away from her first ability. I'm trying to catch her, but the problem is my first ability is not, my ultimate, sorry, is not fast enough. I use my first ability on a minion to get the movement speed and then get into range of the auto attack. So still being able to secure the kill there with the extra movement speed is really, really nice. Oh yeah, no, this game I actually try out Death Cap. I've been trying out Death Cap recently as a second item as well, because you just get so much ability power overall. I still kind of like Lich Bane second. Overall, I think it's really nice to also go for a Death Cap, especially if you're ahead. I think if you're ahead, then it's much better to go Death Cap. It's a more expensive item, but you just get a lot more raw ability power overall. I mean, I even forced this Galio to build Crown as Shattered Queen first item. That's pretty scary, right? Trying to use my third ability here to try and do a little bit of poke damage. I don't extend too far here, though, because I know that they can still catch me with, like, Galio Taunt, Morgana Q, for example. Like, there are loads of ways in which they can try and catch me out. You can see here that sometimes when I use Viktor's first ability, that it goes in the right direction and it goes in the spot where I actually want it to. But sometimes I need to manually aim it. You can see here that I'm just like poking down the enemy champions, just trying to poke them away from the tower. It's really difficult for us to push the tier 2 tower at this point because they still have a decent amount of wave clear with Galio, Lilia, Jinx. I used to be a little bit, yeah. I was pinging for someone to go into top lane to catch the minion wave. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm going to die here. I didn't in the end. Going to top lane, trying to secure the kill here onto Volibear, and then get the kill on Galio. Darius is going to get the reset. Triple kill for the Galio. 3 assists for me. 203 right now on the Viktor. Yeah, overall is just... I mean, this is exactly what I was mentioning. I mean, both of these games you're going to see. I mean, this matchup is maybe a bit easier for Viktor because it's melee versus range matchup. And the problem with Galio is that you can't really trade back when Viktor's using his first ability. He gains the shield anyway, and then afterwards you can try and... you can try and use your first ability and try and dash forward, but I feel like you're just always going to lose the trade anyway as Galio, so it is a little bit difficult. Use a movement speed to escape here away from Volibear. But yeah, the next matchup, I believe I'm against Veigar, who has potential to like catch me in a trap and one-shot me. So I think next game you'll also realize that you have one scaling mage like Veigar and you have another scaling mage like Viktor. Veigar actually needs to scale. Veigar actually needs to go into the late game and scale with farming minions. Viktor doesn't. Viktor's powerful at level 1. Like, he can pretty much guarantee a kill at level 1 on anyone. Get a nice bit of damage. Like, look at this damage. The Volibear's half HP already. I mean, he's just dead. Like, it's just absolutely crazy how much damage you can deal. I mean, that was to Volibear as well. Galio here, gone. Absolutely evaporated off the map. Double kill, nearly a triple kill in the end. But my God, man. Oh, God. I mean, I know I'm really far ahead this game as well, but... I mean, I've been playing games with Viktor when I'm even, like, behind. And when you get, like, 2 or 3 items, I think 3 items is really where you spike. Ludens, Lich Bane, like, look at this damage. Boom, dead. Just like that. One more auto, dead. Absolutely disgusting. I try and escape here from the Volibear. I don't think I'm going to escape, though. I think I die because of the Galio. Yeah. Galio's going to stomp on me. Wait, do I die here? Do I die? First ability? Oh, I was so close. My first ability was just about to come up. I was actually in the animation of the first ability, but I wasn't able to get it in the end. So unlucky. But hey, still popping off. I mean, Darius here is so fed as well. I think like Darius is like 2 levels ahead. No idea why this Volibear is trying to fight the Darius. And dunk. Boom. And onto Jinx. Q. Dunk. Then Morgana. Dunk. Oh, I love Darius, man. Darius is so satisfying to watch. So satisfying to watch. 10-1 as well. I mean, you can see I'm like over 3,000 gold ahead this game. 3,000 gold ahead. What is this, man? Oh God. And that's technically with 2 items. I mean, I have the potent in here to get the extra magic pen in the early game. I have death cap finished already. Like, yeah, this champion overall is just, I don't know. I'm very surprised that Viktor didn't get nerfed in the previous patch. I think Viktor is one of the strongest mid laners. And also, once you get used to his third bit, like, look at that. Lily is just gone. First ability, third ability, ultimate, dead. Gone. I don't think I even used my empowered auto attack in the end. Just completely deleted. It's just absolutely insane. I mean, the cooldowns are also so low. Like, look at that. Viktor's first ability is on like a 3-second cooldown. The third ability is on like a 5-second cooldown. How can I just spam abilities like this over and over again and deal so much damage? Like, look, that's just E, by the way. That's no Q or anything like that. She would have been deleted. This is why I still build Luden's Echo on Viktor. I see that there are some builds in China where they just skip Luden's. They go straight for Lich Bane into full damage items. I feel like it's very difficult when you're spamming abilities over and over again with Viktor and you're still trying to, you know, do as much damage as possible. I survived there because of my shielding on my first ability. Like, I don't know, man. It's just absolutely crazy how much damage you can deal. 2 inhibitors down already. I need to go back and get Lich Bane if I can. Lily is behind. Wait, did I not? No, I don't think I looked at the minimap here. I didn't notice that Lilia was behind me. I'm watching this game back and I'm like, wait, Lilia took the portal from top to bot. Wait, now she's in... Wait, now she's going up. Where is she going? She's on a trip. I didn't even see this when the game happened. I was like, how did Lilia get to top lane? I was looking at it. I think I was just too busy focusing, going back, buying the items and trying to get as much gold as possible. I see Lilia go like from top to bot lane in their jungle and then bot to top lane in our jungle. I don't know. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to try and do some crazy damage here. Watch this. I think this is where I flash over the wall, right? Flash Q. Oh, Oh my god, like, what is this damage? It's absolutely disgusting what this damage is. I mean, we're 40 minutes into the game. The T-Hex has spawned. RIP T-Hex, by the way. You'll be forgotten. You won't be remembered, though. I feel like most people actually hate the T-Hex overall, so they'll be pretty happy that this T-Hex is gone. Yeah, this is going to be the end for gameplay number 1. I mean, as you can see, just a dominating performance right from level 1. To be fair, I probably should have got like 2 or 3 more kills in the early game. But unfortunately, I just wasn't able to. I just don't think I played aggressive enough. I could have flashed and maybe auto-attacked or gotten a few more plays. I mean, Darius also played pretty well. I think I deserved MVP, to be honest. Piece of cake. Instant KO. Like, I even got a thing called instant KO. 27,000 damage, most damage in the game overall. No surprise there, to be fair. You can see my stats there from the runes. Look at Shield Bash. Over 2,000 damage. Impaled Attack obviously doesn't do too much, but Shield Bash especially just does so much damage. Electrocute helping us out. Eyeball Collection, we got stacked after 12 minutes. We got like 40 extra ability power. And that's just gameplay number 1. We got gameplay number 2 coming up just around the corner. And just like that, we're on to gameplay number 2. Another game to break down, another game to look at. As I mentioned, this game, I'm against Veigar, which is... It should be really 2 scaling mage champions that are just sitting in the mid lane, scaling, having a bit of fun, farming some minions. But of course, I'm playing Viktor with the OP rune setup. I'm not going to play passive. I'm going to play as aggressive as possible. And I limit tested a few times in this game. Let's just say that. I definitely limit tested. I definitely was trying to do some stuff that maybe I shouldn't have done. But hey, just like that. Look at that. Auto Q auto. Veigar, half HP already. And you can use this so well just to zone out. Like every single time this Veigar walks up to try and last hit a minion, I'm not going to let him. I'm not going to let him last hit a single minion at all. I'm trying to get level 2 here by killing 1 more minion. You see, level 2. Block him. Third ability, Q. Boom, electrocute. Ignite. And he's not dead. I could have flashed and probably killed him. What? Do you know what I'm realizing from these last 2 games? I mean, he's dead anyway. It doesn't matter. It still worked anyway. He still walked up and he's dead anyway. How is this allowed? How is a scaling mage like Viktor allowed to do this much damage in the early game? Like, it's just absolutely crazy. But of course, I'm greeding. I don't know why I'm greeding here. I shouldn't be greeding. I mean, I even greed for this as well. Yeah, yeah. That is the problem that I always have. Greed. But let's take the positives out of this. Veigar lost minions, which is good. Graves actually stopped doing his raptor camp. He stopped doing one of his jungle camps, which means Pantheon's now ahead in tempo. And we still got first blood, which is extra gold. So overall, I would still call that a win, even though I probably shouldn't have just overextended. I should have just stayed back. But look at the damage. I mean, once again, I'm being over aggressive, but who cares? Like, Veigar's just dead again. Who cares? This guy's here again. By the way, he just came from top lane. Or from top lane, now he just came from bot lane. He's constantly mids. Oh, this game's absolutely wild. This happens quite a few times this game, I have to say. Where I get kills, but then I just die anyway because Graves is always camping my lane for some reason. But, I mean, you can kind of see the downside of Viktor, right? Like, yes, you can play over aggressive and get some kills, but when you play over aggressive, you don't have any dashes. You don't have any ways to escape with Viktor. So I think that's definitely something to keep in mind when you are playing this more aggressive playstyle. That, hey, you have to remember that you are a champion that has no mobility until you really get your first ability upgraded, which, like I said, you don't really do until your second ability. So you do need to be really careful. I'm getting pinged up here into the top lane, so I'm just hovering bot side of the jungle here, as you can see, or bot side of the mid lane, because I saw a few danger pings in the top lane, so I was like, maybe I'm gonna get ganked from the top side. So this is something that you could do really well in the mid lane, is when you're playing a champion like Viktor that doesn't have a lot of mobility, you can position on the opposite side of the mid lane. So you see that I danger ping that maybe the top lane is going to roam bot lane, so I hovered around the bot side of the river. Then as soon as I saw Graves on my mini-map, I started to hover on the top side of the river. But now that I know that Graves is not here and I'm not going to be in any danger, Veigar's going to make a very bad mistake. Walk up, face check a bush against the Viktor, and he is dead. Just like that. One combo and he's dead. I mean, this guy's here again, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know. He's here for a third time in the space of 4 minutes. I tried and secure the kill here, though. I wasn't able to, unfortunately. But Pantheon still got the kill. Hey! My bot lane even roamed. Like, I'm getting some love this game. I can't remember what game this was. Like, there was someone yesterday that recognized me in chat and tried to give me ADC. And I was like, nah, I'm not playing ADC. ADC is not for me. I mean, we're at the end of season. I just want to have fun. I want to play OP champions like Viktor instead of playing a useless role like ADC. I feel so bad for this Veigar. If Veigar Q then ultied me, I think I would have been dead. But he ultied Q instead. Also, how fucking badass is his recall? I spent a lot of money on this recall. I thought I'd let you know. I'm not proud about it one little bit, but I wanted the Chinese Dragon recall. The problem is with the Chinese Dragon recall is that it's not animated like it is in China. China have so many cool recalls and so many cool like skins that we don't have and everything else. Like, we're just sitting here on the live server like, yeah, guys, we're fine with these budget skins. First ability upgraded. Now we get a bit of movement speed. Now is where we really get online. I mean, Veigar's scaling, Veigar's obviously not an early game champion because the scaling is there. Yeah. Jungler's going down into bot lane. I saw briefly on the minimap that Graves was in top lane here, so I'm roaming to the Graves and trying to kill the Graves here. Ultimate plus Ignite. Just dead again. He's just dead again. That combo of E plus ulti plus Q with your empowered auto attack is so disgusting. It is crazy. Yeah, keep an eye on your minimap. Always super important when you're playing mid lane because you are the lane that can roam anywhere on the map very, very quickly. You can roam to bot lane, you can roam to Dragon, you can roam to Rift Herald. You can roam anywhere that you want to. So always keep an eye on the minimap, where the jungler is, if you can roam to try and help your team, where the jungler is in terms of objectives, because that situation, for example, I would have never known that the Graves was there if I wasn't always looking at the minimap. I know that Graves was at the Rift Herald, so I was like, cool, I'm going to run over there, one shot the Graves real quick, and he's dead. I tried to get the tower here. I actually misplayed pretty badly. I took 2 tower shots by accident. Jinx got a triple kill on bot lane. Absolute cinema. Like I said, I mean, this champion should never be able to do this much damage in the early game. Like, yeah, it's just absolutely disgusting. I have 3,200 gold. I mean, if I really want to, I can buy Death Cap on first base. That's just a mistake. You never want to buy Death Cap as a first item. I mean, this game, I don't even build Potent or Potent Pendant, whatever the bloody hell the item is. I'm like, yeah, I do too much damage already. I have 5 kills in 6 minutes. I'm just going to go straight to Death Cap. For some reason, Jinx is in my lane. I don't know why. Jinx is just like... Also, I paid a lot of money for this emote as well. Yeah, I'm not proud about it. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm not proud about it. I mean, I think Jinx and Lulu already got mid lane tower, so they're just trying... sorry, already got bot lane tower, so they're just trying to get mid lane tower, which is totally fine. So I'm like, okay, Jinx and Lulu, you can stay bot lane. I'm just going to roam top and kill this Maokai real quick. Maokai, see you later, buddy. It was nice knowing you. I actually did pretty well to dodge away from my Q and my E there, but yeah, not enough, buddy. Nice try. Nice try, my friends. Graves, you are in the wrong position, my friends. I mean, at this point, we're just roaming around the map. The problem is that the Yuumi plus Vayne is getting free gold bot lane, which is a little bit annoying, to be fair. Like, oh wait, Pantheon ulti bot lane. Wait, they didn't even get bot lane tower. That's crazy. I thought they were getting bot lane tower, but they weren't. Do I flash in here? I feel like I flash in. No, okay. I thought I flash in here. Dodge away from Veigar's W. Okay, now I flash in. Flash QE. Boom. Dead. See you later, buddy. It was nice knowing ya. It's so difficult, actually, sometimes to dodge away from Veigar's abilities. Like, look at this damage. Like, I've said it enough times already. I mean, this champion does too much damage. I need to see a nerf in the next patch, please. I need to see a champion get nerfed like Viktor. Please give me the Viktor nerf. That'd be great. Yeah, we have Deathcap and Luden's Echo completed in 8 minutes into the game. Which is absolutely hilarious. I do need to be careful here though, because they still can catch me out. I think I stay here to try and do burst damage, but I don't do enough damage. I actually think I nearly die here. I mean, look at this. Lulu's shield as well. My Q is on like a 2-second cooldown. I'm trying to dodge Veigar's abilities. I dodge every one of Veigar's abilities. The movement is clean. The movement is so clean. I die here though to Vayne. How sad is that, by the way? I died to the Vayne, but it doesn't matter. How good was that movement, by the way? Dodge away from Veigar Q and Veigar E. Beautiful. We do need to be careful with this Graves though. I mean, I think this Graves has kind of given up at this point, but he's still a bit of a problem in the bot lane. Graves can push pretty damn quickly. I remember when Graves top lane used to be meta. That was like patch 2.0 or something, or maybe even beyond that. Yeah. Maybe even beyond that. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. It was like the first 2 years of Wild Rift. I can't believe we're on year 4 already of Wild Rift. Like, we're going into 2025 and already like 4 years into Wild Rift. Absolutely crazy. I've been doing this and doing my website for 4 years already. 4 years! Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? I mean, we've gotten so many updates and so many champions recently. Like, Viktor, I think we're on over 120 champions now on Wild Rift, which is crazy if you think about it. We only had like 50 or 60 champions to start off with. Now we're over 120. And do you know one question though that I do have is what's going to happen when Wild Rift runs out of champions that they're not gonna, that they can't release? What happens when they catch up with PC League of Legends and they catch up with all the champions? I can't remember how many champions on PC League, to be fair. I think it's like 160 or something. I don't know. I can't remember how many are on PC League. What happens when we get 160 champions on Wild Rift? I mean, they have to come up with something because they can't just release one champion every single month anymore. To be fair, like, how many months is that? That's like 40 months, which is like, I don't know, another 4 years. I think we'll have to wait another 4 or 5 years until we get every single champion from PC League to Wild Rift. Maybe 5 years, actually. Yeah, I told you this Graves was going to be annoying. Look, Graves took the fucking inhibitor. How annoying is that? I try and get the extra movement speed here to try and catch up with Graves, but he is annoying. Graves has so many dashes, but yeah, he tries to kill me. Yeah, he can't one-shot me, buddy. Nice try. He actually did quite a lot of damage, to be fair. If I didn't have my shield, then I probably would have died. He tried to do enough damage. He tried to burst me, but he couldn't. That's an ace, and I think that's the end of this game. I think we actually end this game in like 12 minutes or something like that. Oh yeah, I think they're ending the game now. Yep. There we go. Beautiful way to showcase the early game power of Viktor. Obviously, these are not really like close games or anything. Again, I wanted to more showcase the power of Viktor in the early game and talk more about the rune combo and the item combos that you can bring in with Lich Bane as well. So it wasn't like the most interesting games to watch, but I wanted to kind of break it down and showcase how you can really abuse this early game power that you can get with the items and the runes. I don't think I did that much damage this game. I mean, my Lulu got MVP. That just pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Yeah, my Jinx still did 20k damage. I still did 15k damage, which is pretty decent in a short amount of time. I can't remember if I show my runes here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Electrocute over 1,000 damage. Shield Bash over 1,000 damage. Maybe you could go for something else instead of Empowered Attack. I don't know. I just don't think the burst damage from Empowered Attack is just way too good overall. But hopefully you enjoyed this rundown anyway. And like I said, you need to give this combo a try. Empowered Attack, Shield Bash, Electrocute. A crazy amount of damage that you'll be able to win early game with Viktor and then still scale into the mid and the late game. So yeah, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.